Welcome to Webb City Cardinals Baseball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good Tuesday afternoon as we welcome you here to Webb City and get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Welcome you to Chuck Barnes Field here in Webb City as it is the 5-0 Webb City Cardinals versus the 2-2 John Hersey Huskies. Along with our studio producer Luke Taylor, I'm Ben Walcott, filling in for Adam Winkler here this afternoon with you for all the action. This John Hersey team is playing 4 games in 5 days here. They're from the Chicago area, suburb out of Chicago, and have a hard time getting games in, and so they make a tour here of the 4-state area as they lost to Joplin yesterday by a final score of 1-0. They also will face Neosho, Branson, and they face Joplin as well, and I believe there's one other team on there that I'm missing, but my brain can't find it here at the moment. But they have 3 or 4 games here in 5 days. Lakes Community also does the same thing. That is who Webb City will be playing on Thursday afternoon. That game will be at Missouri Southern State University. That also a 4:30 first pitch. Your Cardinals countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. A 3-minute break. Back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Most of us have certain bills that require us to pay them off in order to keep using the service. There's another debt you owe, but this one you cannot pay yourself. It's called sin, and the Bible teaches it separates us from God. Fortunately, the gospel says Jesus loves you and paid that debt for you. It doesn't matter what you've done. You're offered this gift and can receive forgiveness. If you'd like to talk with someone to find out how Jesus can pay the debt of sin in your life, call us at 888-NEED-HIM or go to chataboutjesus.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Last night had some storms roll through, and it really has cooled things off here today. The wind blowing out towards right field pretty hard here this afternoon. It looks like it's going out as well, so it could be interesting to see what happens weather-wise, or what it does if you can get the ball up in the jet stream. Obviously, these Webb City Cardinals have played here before, so you would think they would be able to adjust to that maybe a little bit better than John Hersey. Hersey played yesterday against Joplin. They lost to them 1-0. Like we said, they still have a couple more games in the area. They face Branson and Neosho to wrap up the week here in the 4-state area. They are out of Arlington Heights, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. And interestingly enough, it might be warmer in Chicago today than it is here in the 4-state area. It's supposed to be warm by the time we get to the end of the week, though. By the end of the week, it's supposed to be in the 70s here in the 4-state area. This Webb City team comes in 5-0. It is the third time in the past 13 years that they've started the year at 5-0, and they've scored 6+ runs in 4 different innings. You look at the schedule here, they like to score a lot of runs. It took them 9 innings to beat Bentonville West, but they beat them 11-5, beat Branson 11-5, beat Springdale by a final score of 15-2, beat Marquette 12-8, and Rockbridge 13-3. And so they have played a lot of baseball, and obviously a lot of baseball still to come the rest of the week. Like we said, Lakes Community, Illinois, 4:30 on Thursday afternoon, as that game will be at Missouri Southern State University. And then they have the Red and White tournament this coming weekend, as they play Belton on Friday, and then they play Kearney and Lee Summit North on Saturday. And all those games in the Springfield area at 3 different schools, and so they will be battle tested. And then they have one final non-conference game before they jump into COC play, as they head to McDonald County next Tuesday, and then they finally jump into COC play next Thursday. There's still a lot of non-conference games throughout the year. You have a lot of Friday, Saturday tournaments that get played throughout the year, just trying to find ways to get games in, as they have 35 games, I think, scheduled in about a month and a half, and this Webb City team is looking to get back to the state tournament. They went to the Final Four last year and fell in the semifinals, and then fell in extra innings, a game that looked like it was going to last about an hour and 10 minutes in that third-place game. If I remember correctly, went 10 or 11 innings, and so that game lasted a little bit longer than anybody anticipated there. So they're looking to get back to the Final Four. It's kind of the same district as last year, a lot of Kansas City schools in the district, and then you also draw up with CJ and McDonald County. And that district this year will be in Belton, so you do have to go up towards the Kansas City area, Class 5, District 7. And then if you're lucky enough to win that district, I think you would have to go on the road for the state quarterfinals. Go ahead, take another 3-minute timeout, come back with more after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back. Your keys to winning here this afternoon are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/Moso Merit and apply today. Keys to winning here today. You got to be able to throw strikes. Drew Vonderhaar on the mound here for Webb City. Got to throw strikes, make them put them in play and let your fielders field behind you. So that's the first key. And then obviously I think you want to jump on this Hersey team early, this John Hersey team early, and have them try and battle from behind. It looks like in almost every game here, you know, the minimum they've scored in a game is 11 runs so far. So you would love to be able to jump on this John Hersey team early and make them try and battle back from behind. Your starting lineups here brought to you by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. First for John Hersey. Like we said, they come in at 2-2 on the season. Leading off is the shortstop, number 5, Chuck Meister. Batting second is the left fielder, number 37, Diego Garcia. Batting third is the designated hitter, number 1, Brick Barnyard. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, number 17, Brandon Flom. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 27, Charlie Arvaniadis. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 11, Marcus Kreksu. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 19, Will Hickey. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 2, Brady Clear. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 4, Drew Phillips. Now the starting lineup for the Webb City Cardinals looks a little bit different. The outfield alignment a little bit different here today than what normally would happen. As leading off is the second baseman who playing number 8, Sam Weller. Batting second and doing the pitching here this afternoon, number 5, Drew Vonderhaar. Batting third and playing first base, number 42, Sean Hunt. The cleanup hitter is playing center field today, number 17, Shadrach Salazar. Batting fifth is the designated hitter, number 34, Christian Brock. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 22, Brett Korth. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 11, Luke Beverlin. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 13, Mason Williams. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 12, Cohen Epler. The extra player is Hunter Schull. He is playing third base. Extra player for John Hersey, I forgot to mention that, is their pitcher here this afternoon, number 9, Jeremy Allen. So the outfield alignment looks a little bit different here for Webb City today. Beverlin in left, Salazar in center, and Korth in right field, as they are just finishing infield warm-ups here, and then we will get starters and national anthem out of the way, and then if we're lucky, we may get this game underway a little bit early here this afternoon. Should be a fun one here. Like we said, this team is out of Illinois, a suburb of the Chicago area, and it's hard for them to get games in early, and those suburbs of Chicago don't have a lot of turf either, so obviously when you're this early in March, especially in the Chicago area, hard to get games in, so they're able to get 4 games in the 4-state area, facing 4 local teams. Lost to Joplin yesterday 1-0. They face Webb City today, face Neosho and Branson to end the week as well. We will take a 3-minute timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, we will have the start of the contest here on the KNEO and Seneca and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
In a sense, we all live in earthquake zones. Sometimes things in our world are shaken by forces we can't control. It might be one of those times in your life right now. Life's quakes remind us how breakable and vulnerable we are. You were made for a relationship with Jesus Christ. Only through Him can you be safe for all eternity. He proved it by His blood when He died on the cross to pay for every sin you've ever committed. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And we welcome you back as John Hersey and Webb City, the umpires meeting out there with the 2 managers here this afternoon, and then they'll have the starting lineups and the national anthem, and then we'll get things underway. Like we said, it's a cold day here in the 4-state area after that cold front went through last night. That really chilled things down in the 4-state area. Right now it says it's 41 degrees, but it feels like 30 out because of the wind factor. And so I can believe that. Right now it says winds blowing about 16 miles an hour. Maybe blowing a little bit harder than that, but it should be blowing, and it's blowing out. So we'll have to see what happens here this afternoon between these 2 teams As we know, Webb City has a lot of power with their bats. We'll have to see if they can hold this John Hersey team here this afternoon. Should be a good one here between these two teams. Webb City 5-0 on the season, looking to improve to 6-0 on the season before heading to the Springfield Blue and White tournament this weekend, as they will have 3 different games, one on Friday and then 2 on Saturday before opening COC play next Thursday afternoon here at home, as they will face Neosho here at home, but they will face Mack County next Tuesday, and obviously still have a game on Thursday this week as well against Lakes Community out of Illinois. That game will be at Missouri Southern State University. As we will go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the start of the game for you after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Webb City Florist and Greenhouse, 1001 South Jefferson in Webb City, is a backer of Cardinal Athletics. Serving the Webb City, Joplin, and surrounding areas, Webb City Florist and Greenhouse offers flower bouquets for all occasions, including anniversaries, birthdays, and funerals. Open Monday through Saturday. For more information, their phone number is 417-673-3780 or online at webcityflorist.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
When we're in danger, our first instinct is to flee, right? This instinct has saved many people, but the problem is we don't always recognize it. We all want that warning when we're in danger. And if you think about eternity, you start to see that God's Word, the Bible, is a warning to each of us. He tells us that every wrong thing we've ever done, no matter how big or small, puts us in eternal danger of being separated from God. But there's a way of escaping that. God provided His only Son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross and paid the penalty for all our disobedient acts. Then Jesus rose from the dead and lives forever in heaven and wants you to be there too. He offers forgiveness and a new life through a relationship with Him. To learn how to begin a relationship with Jesus and be saved from the danger of an eternity separated from God, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Be tuning in here this afternoon as we'll get you where everybody is once again. The starting lineups: Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. Webb City will look like this in the field: Luke Beverland in left, Shadrach Salazar in center, and in right field is Brett Korth. Left to right in the infield will be at third base, Hunter Scholl. At second base is Sam Weller. At shortstop will be Cohen Epler. Second base, Sam Weller. First base, Sean Hunt, with a battery of Mason Williams catching Drew Vonderhaar here this afternoon, as the first pitch is in for a ball to Chuck Meisler. So the count's 1-0. First pitch, 429, as that pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 1-1. And like we said, a cold day here in the Four States area. 41 degrees here. First pitch, as that ball is lined into right field for a base hit. So the leadoff runner is on here for John Hersey, the Huskies.
The left fielder, number 37, Diego Garcia.
As Diego Garcia will come to the plate here for John Hersey. See if Meisler goes in motion at all. As here comes the first pitch from Vonderhaar, trying to hit that inside corner, but misses an inside for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Not a huge lead over there at first base, but a lead nonetheless. That pitch is a ball as well. So the count 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. So they throw behind the runner and Meisler gets back. 2-0 the count. This John Hersey team lost 1-0 yesterday to Joplin, so they'd love to get on the scoreboard early here as that fastball is high and the count already 3-0 on Garcia. See if he has a green light here. So here comes the 3-0. He's taking the entire way. Takes a fastball for a strike. So the count's 3-1. See if he's taking again or if he'll be off as the 3-1 is inside for ball 4. So a leadoff single and a walk has the first 2 runners on here for John Hersey. Brick Barnyard will come to the plate. And already a quick visit as Mason Williams will go out and talk to Vonderhaar. So Barnard will come to the plate with 2 guys on and nobody out here in the top of the first. So here comes the first pitch from Vonderhaar. And that pitch is hit into left field, and it's going to fall. So it's going to try and get cut off there by Beverlin. 1 run going to come in and score. It's an RBI double for Barnard. And 1 run already in here for John Hersey. As going to third is Garcia. So 2 hits and a walk as runners at second and third. Still nobody out for Brandon Flom. That ball was hit well. Beverlin did a good job of cutting it off because if that rolled to the wall, at least 1 more run would have come in and scored, and potentially that would have been a triple for Barnard. As fastball is high, so the count's 1-0 on Flom. As here comes the 1-0. And that is outside as Vonderhaar did not get the benefit of the call there. So the count 2-0. Still nobody out in the inning. The 2-0 pitch is over for a strike. So the count is 2-1. Right now Webb City would give up a run for an out as about even at the bag is Schull at third as that ball is popped in the air. The shortstop Epler going to field it on the cut of the grass there. And there is 1 down. So a big first out for Vonderhaar as Charlie Arvanitis will come to the plate here for John Hersey. That's a good out because nobody advances either. So here comes the first pitch from Vonderhaar. That one is popped foul, and it's going to get out of play. So the count's 0-1. I believe that's the first batter that Vonderhaar has been able to get ahead of. It's always a big key in these games as well, is to make sure you get ahead as he stepped off, and now he steps back on the mound. As here comes the 0-1. That pitch is up the middle, and it's dumped into center for a hit. 1 run going to come in and score. They're going to send the second runner home, and it's an RBI single, a 2 RBI single for Arvanitis. and then he advances to second on the throw. So after not getting any runs yesterday, John Hersey already has 3 on the board here today, as Marcus Kreksu will come to the plate. As Vonderhaar is getting hit a little bit here to start the game. That's already the 4th hit of the inning. Runner at second is Arvanitis. Let's see if Vonderhaar can settle himself down. This Hersey team is swinging early and often as Vonderhaar gets a strike over the plate, so the count's 0-1. So here comes the 0-1. That breaking ball hits over the plate as well, so the count 0-2. Loving out anywhere, but strikeout would be nice for the confidence here of Vonderhaar. So here comes the 0-2. That fastball is hit and bounded to the right side. Nice job there, cutting it off by Weller. Throws to first in time for the putout. Advancing on the throw to third is Arvanitis, but now there's 2 outs here as Will Hickey will come to the plate.
The second baseman, number 19, Will Hickey.
So you would love to leave that runner stranded at third base. As that pitch is up the middle. Not quite able to get it there by Epler. An RBI single for Will Hickey. A diving effort out there by Epler, and it just went off his glove. So 4 runs in the inning for Hersey. And a runner at first base. That pitch is over for a strike. So the count's 0-1. As here comes the 0-1, and that pitch is low. A nice throw, maybe a little high by Williams, as stealing second is Hickey on the play. As Brady Clear is the one at the plate with a 1-1 count on him. So that breaking ball hits the inside corner. The count's 1-2. 8th batter to bat here in the inning. As here comes the 1-2, and that pitch is lofted in the air to center field. Salazar comes in a couple steps and grabs it for the final out of the inning. For Hersey here in the inning, they got 4 runs off of 4 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1. We're through a half inning. It's John Hersey 4 and Webb City coming up here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Drew Vonderhaar, Sean Hunt, the first three for Webb City. If anybody reaches, Shadrach Salazar, Christian Brock, and Brett Korth would be the next three. Luke Beverlin, Mason Williams, and Cohen Epler are the final three here for Webb City, as Hersey sent 8 to the plate there in the top of the first, as the first pitch is swung on and missed by Weller. So the count's 0-1. We'll get you what John Hersey looks like in the field here in a minute, as the count 0-1 here on Weller. So that pitch is low for a ball, so the count's 1-1. Left to right in the outfield for John Hersey, Diego Garcia, and left and center is Drew Phillips, and in right field is Charlie Arvanitis, as that's a fair ball down the left field line, a long single for Sam Weller, and a good start offensively for Webb City. As the leadoff batter reaches, as Drew Vonderhaar will come to the plate. In the infield for John Hersey. In third base is Brady Clear, the shortstop Chuck Meister, the second baseman Will Hickey, and at first base is Brandon Flom, as here comes the first pitch to Vonderhaar, and he takes called strikes. The count's 0-1. A battery here this afternoon of Marcus Krexu and catching Jeremy Allen for John Hersey, as they throw behind Weller at first base, who scampers back to the bag safely. 0-1 the count here on Vonderhaar. So that breaking ball stays high. Counts 1-1. Since 1985, Brock Sheet Metal has been serving Webb City and the surrounding area, offering repair and replacement on all types of heat and air systems. Owned by Daryl and Karen Brock. Brock Sheet Metal, 417-673-2611. A backer of the Webb City Cardinals and KNEO. As Vonderhaar swings through that pitch, so the count's 1-2, as Weller has the attention of Allen as he throws back behind him. Count will remain 1-2. As they throw back behind him again, that one was a lot closer. So Weller, I think, took an extra half a step, and it almost cost him, as not quite able to get the tag down there was Flom. So here comes the 1-2. That pitch is spoiled foul into the netting. So the count will remain 1-2 on Vonderhaar. You have Weller over at first base, causing a distraction on Allen, and he throws back behind him. I think that's already the third or fourth pickoff move by Allen, so Weller is drawing his attention. So here comes the 1-2 up the middle. The second baseman throws to second, not in time, but they get the out at first, as Hickey, it went right to him. If Weller was not going on the fielder's choice, it might have been a single, but it goes 4-6-3 on the put out to first base. Weller does get to second, and there's one out for Sean Hunt with a runner in scoring position. So here comes the first pitch to Hunt, and that pitch is spoiled foul. It's count 0-1. But I don't think that Hickey would have had a play at second base, or he would have got to the ball if Weller was not trying to steal second. So that pitch is outside for a ball, so the count's 1-1 here on Hunt. You'd love to get at least one run back here in the bottom of the first, as the 1-1 is a breaking ball on the outside corner. And the count moves to 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the first. Not a big lead by Weller at second, as taking a called strike 3 is Sean Hunt. And there are 2 down as Shadrach Salazar will come to the plate.
Center fielder number 17, Shadrach Salazar.
They don't want to leave him stranded there. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, and Snodgrass Collision Center also monitoring the broadcast as that first pitch is fouled to the screen. So the count's 0-1. Also want to thank Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Hoo Hop Mongolian Grill, and Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. So here comes the 0-1 from Allen, and that hits the outside corner. And the count quickly 0-2. Weller got on with a leadoff single, advanced to second on a fielder's choice, but he's been stuck there as that pitch is a ball. Weller trying to steal third, and he is safe at third base. The throw from Cruxu to Clear. Clear did a good job of not letting that ball go to the outfield, because if it went to the outfield, it would have been a run. So now a runner at third and a 1-2 count here on Salazar. That 1-2 pitch is outside, trying to see if they could get Salazar to chase, and he did not. So the count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. For Webb City, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1 through 1. 4-0 John Hersey on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Drew Phillips leads off the top of the second with a single on the first pitch. So the number 9 batter has reached. Now you're back to the top of the order, and Chuck Meister. So they throw back behind Phillips. Phillips has a pretty healthy lead over there at first base. And so Vonderhaar trying to keep him close. Here comes the first pitch to Meister. That ball is lofted in the air to center field, and Salazar had to move to his left maybe 2 steps to get the first out of the inning, as Diego Garcia will come to the plate. He walked his first time up. The Big Nickel, Sub Shop Deli in Webb City, and Roderick Insurance Agency all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. Garcia walked and scored in the first as they throw back behind Phillips, just trying to keep him close. As here comes the first pitch from Vonderhaar. That's outside for a ball. So the count's 1-0. The first 3 reached for John Hersey in the first and came around and scored. It went single, walk, double, and then a pop out and another single. As 4 came in the first for John Hersey. That breaking ball swung on and missed. As stealing second on the play is Phillips. I don't necessarily think that was a hit and run. It was kind of an emergency hack by Garcia as he missed it. This counts 1-1, but stealing second is Phillips. Also want to thank Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Brock Sheet Metal, and the Dairy Queen of Webb City. That pitch is spoiled foul. So the count now 1-2. John Hersey got 4 runs in their top half. Webb City had a runner at third but wasn't able to score in their half of the inning. 1-2 the count here on Garcia. Comes the 1-2 from Vonderhaar. That breaking ball he's able to spoil off. So the count will remain at 1-2 strikes. At this point, Vonderhaar trying to keep that runner stranded at second base. Vonderhaar gets a sign, and that breaking ball is outside, and the count now 2-2. As Garcia thought about offering at it, decided against it. It was just outside. 2-2 the count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle and through for a single. We'll see if they send Phillips home, and they are going to send the runner home. Brock cuts it off. It's an RBI single for Garcia, and it is 5-0 here for John Hersey.
The designated hitter, Brick Barnard.
As Brick Barnard will come to the plate, as they are hitting Vonderhaar here early. It's their 5th run and 6 hits already. As Barnard doubled his first time up. I think that was the one down the left field line. So that first pitch is a ball, so the count's 1-0. Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College all sponsoring the broadcast as that pitch is in there for a strike. This counts 1-1. To see if Garcia tries and takes second at some point, because it seems like this Hersey team wants to run, as Barnard had time granted late there because Vonderhaar was in his windup. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Comes the 1-1, and that's swung on and missed. It's count 1-2. It's not a big lead over at first for Garcia, so he may be staying put compared to some of the leads I've seen by other Hersey players that have left. The 1-2 pitch is roped in the air to right center field, and cutting it off there is Koth, and he will hold. Well, if they were able to get the cutoff in, they could have held him to a single, but the cutoff went over the head of the fielders at second and shortstop. So runners are at second and third for Brandon Flom, who popped out to shortstop his first time up. It's another visit of the mound, this time between Hunt, Williams, and Vonderhaar. Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, and they specialize in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game, as the pitching coach is out there with a meeting of the minds. All the infielders come in. The Webb City Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the Cardinals and wants to wish them luck throughout the season. The Webb City Chamber of Commerce, a proud supporter of the Webb City School District. As Brandon Flom will come to the plate. Flom popped out to shortstop his first time up. So here comes the first pitch, and that's high and inside for a ball. So the count's 1-0. I will say, the way this Webb City team scores runs, that pitch is high for a ball. The count's 2-0. When the least amount of runs you've scored so far through 5 games is 11 runs, they are not out of this by any stretch. So that pitch is outside for a ball, so the count's 3-0. So here comes the 3-0 from Vonderhaar. That's over for a strike. See, Flom was taking the entire way. We'll see if he's taking again. So here comes the 3-1, and that's high for ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Charlie Arvanitis, who singled in 2 runs his last time up.
The right fielder, Charlie Arvanitis.
Arvanitis will come to the plate with the bases loaded. The corner infielders are playing in. Scholl and Hunt are in on the grass. They are going to try and cut off the run at home. The middle infielders, Epler and Weller, are playing for a double play up the middle. So here comes the 1-0. That's swung on and missed. So the count's 1-1. If you can somehow hold them to 1 run here in this inning, I think you count that as a win if you're Webb City. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count moves to 1-2. As here comes a 1-2 pitch. That fastball is swung on and missed, and that is a big second out because now any bag can be touched for the final out of the inning, as Marcus Krexu will come to the plate.
Now batting the catcher, Marcus Krexu.
Pro Loop Tire and Auto Center, Madison Pet Clinic, and Baker Davis Roderick CPAs all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. Krexu grounded out to second base his first time up. So he takes a pitch high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. This game already a lot different than the one that John Hersey played yesterday. That final score was 1-0. So that pitch is low, so the count's 2-0. Nowhere to put Krexu, so you want to make him swing the bat. That 2-0 pitch hits the inside corner. He ducked his shoulder, but he's kind of crowding the inside corner. And it was a called strike, so 2-1 the count. Comes the 2-1, and that pitch is high. Oh, they're going to say it was a foul tip. Well, now the 2 umpires are going to talk about it. I had this situation yesterday in a Seneca game, and usually the home plate umpire is the one that has to go off of the sound, and it was foul tipped. We'll see what they call this one, as the home plate umpire is going to talk now to the John Hersey coach, and I think it's 2-2 because the John Hersey coach is not happy. So I think they're going to say it was foul tipped because the Webb City coach would probably be out there if he thought it was 3-1. We'll have to wait for them to give us the count. But I think they're going to say it's 2-2. And it is 2-2. So they did say he foul tipped it. 2-2 the count here on Krexu. Here comes the 2-2. That's high for ball 3, and now everybody is off on the pitch, and this is a dangerous time because if Krexu can find a gap, that runner at first can come around and score. So that pitch is spoiled foul, so the count will remain full. Maybe you can tire them out if they spoil them foul a couple times. Here comes another full count offering from Vonderhaar. That pitch is hit on a couple hops to shortstop. The shortstop boots it, throws to first, and not in time as Epler cannot field the throw cleanly. It's an E6 that allows the run to score as Vonderhaar got the ground ball he needed. It just unfortunately went off the glove of Epler at third base. As now Will Hickey comes to the plate. This is once again the 8th batter of the inning. Hickey reached on a single his first time up. Vonderhaar got the ground ball he needed. Just unfortunately for him, his shortstop wasn't able to come up with a play. So here comes the first pitch, and that pitch is popped in the air, foul down the right field line, and it's going to sneak out of play. So the count's 0-1. 0-1 the count. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball stays outside. So the count now 1-1. Got by a fielder. They playing? No, they're not. I was going to say, for a second there, is the second baseman Weller backing up the throw. I was wondering if they brought in an outfielder into the infield, but they did not, as that fastball's high. So the count's 2-1. 6 runs in the inning here for John Hersey, as that one is popped in the air foul, and it's going to sneak out of play as well. Near some cars down that right field line. Didn't hit either of them, but it was very close. So the count 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Here comes a 2-2 from Vonderhaar, and that pitch is hit down the right field line. Foul, and that one also goes out of play. Count remains 2-2, and I think the umpire is out of baseballs. Hickey is spoiling a lot of them foul. 2-2 the count again. See if Vonderhaar can get out of the inning. We're past the top of the 5 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. As that pitch is fouled to the screen, so the count remains 2-2. Hickey is making Vonderhaar work here in the inning. He's fouled off about 3 straight pitches. Comes another 2-2 pitch. That pitch is just outside, and the count's now full. And everybody will be off again. Have to have a good pitch here if you're Vonderhaar, as calling time is Hickey. Count remains full. So everybody will be off from every bag. Here comes the 3-2. And that pitch is hit on a couple hops to third. Long throw over to first in time for the putout. It's a 5-3 putout. And that ends the inning. For John Hersey in the inning, 2 runs off of 3 base hits. There was an error, and they strand 3. We're through 1.5. John Hersey 6 and Webb City nothing here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City. 417-673-7272 or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
For a long time in my life, I thought the Bible was for someone else and it didn't really apply to me. Boy, was I ever wrong. Everything in my life that had been difficult or defective had been because of me. And when I finally turned my life over to Jesus Christ and accepted Him as my Savior, that's when I began to experience a new life. If you want to speak to someone about beginning a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, call 888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Inning 5, 6, 7 due up for Webb City. Brock, Korth, and Beverlin. Anybody who reaches Williams will come to the plate as the first pitch is in there for a strike. So the count is 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's swung on and missed, so the count 0-2. Allen here working very quickly for John Hersey, and on a cold day, I think his fielders are grateful for that, as that pitch is outside, maybe low as well. So the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here comes the 1-2, and that breaking ball comes back over the plate for strike 3. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Allen, as Brett Korth will come to the plate. Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. A proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO, as that first pitch is a ball to Korth. So he swings through that one, so the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Weller got on in the first, advanced to third, but was stranded there. He's been the lone base runner for Webb City as he paints the outside corner. Count 1-2 on Korth. Here comes the 1-2, and that's high and outside. Looked like a fastball. So the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here comes the 2-2. And that's low. And the count runs full at 3-2. As here comes the full count pitch from Allen, and he steps off. Didn't like the sign that he got from Krexu, so they're going to realign, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. And that's out. Ooh, that hits the outside corner for strike 3. 4th straight strikeout by Allen, as Luke Beverlin will come to the plate. It looks like the umpire is giving them a little bit, an inch or two on that outside corner as well, because that one looked outside to me. So that first pitch is high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. That pitch is in there for a called strike, so the count's 1-1. As Luke Beverlin steps out and now steps back in the box, trying to mess up his timing a little bit, as here comes the 1-1, and that pitch hits the outside corner. Counts 1-2. So here comes the 1-2, and that hits the outside corner for strike 3, as Allen strikes out the side, his 5th straight strikeout. We are through 2. 6-0 John Hersey here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
As he replaces Drew Vonderhaar. Vonderhaar only able to get through 2 innings, as Brady Clear will come to the plate here to lead things off, as it will be 8, 9, and 1 here for them. Vonderhaar's final line: 2 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 base on balls, and 1 strikeout. So just Vonderhaar moves to third base, so Hunter Schull comes out of the game. No batting lineup changes here for Webb City. That first pitch is a ball, so the count's 1-0. 8-9-1 here for John Hersey in the third. Clear, Phillips, and then the top of the order and Meister. As here comes the 1-0, and that pitch is hit down the third base line foul. So the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Here on the leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Comes the 1-1. That pitch is up the middle. Big true hop. Vonderhaar, nice strong throw over to first. And he gets the put out, as it was a high hop off the turf. But Vonderhaar charged it and was able to get clear by half a step.
The center fielder, Drew Phillips.
Drew Phillips comes to the plate. That's the first time tonight that Webb City has been able to get the leadoff hitter, as here comes the first pitch. And it hits Phillips. He squared to bunt, but was able to pull it back and got hit by the pitch, as Chuck Meister will come to the plate, as looks like he might have got hit on the elbow hand area, because he's trying to stretch that out a little bit. But a 1-out base runner, as Chuck Meister will come to the plate, and I think Webb City is wondering how that isn't a strike, because he looked like he had squared to bunt and didn't pull the bat back. So that's their argument. I don't know that they're going to be successful, though. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945 and is located at 108 North Main in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com. And now they're going to talk about exactly what I just said. If he squared to bunt and did not pull the bat back, would be a strike, not a hit by pitch. And they're going to leave it as is. Proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payments for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, 417-782-0829 or online at www.bdrcpas.com. As that first pitch is in there for a strike. The count's 0-1. Meister 1 for 2 on the day. He has singled and also flown out to center field. His off on the pitch was Williams. That was a strong throw by Williams, but Phillips was off on the pitch, and he had a good jump and steal second. But the pitch was a strike, so the count's 0-2. So here comes the 0-2 from Pyatt. That pitch is hit to second base, throws to first for the putout. 4-3 putout there as Weller throws out Meister. Advancing to third on the fielder's choice is Phillips. So a runner at third for Diego Garcia. who has walked and scored and singled and scored. If you can strand that runner at third, I think that would be big for Webb City because Hersey has scored in every inning. First pitch, hit on a couple stops, short, weird hop. Nice job there by Epler, and then an excellent stretch on the play by Hunt. A 6-3 putout, and that will end the inning. For John Hersey, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand one through 2.5. It's John Hersey 6 and Webb City nothing here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we welcome you back as Mason Williams leads things off here in the bottom of the third for Webb City as that pitch is inside for a ball. It counts 1-0. It's Williams, Epler, and then back to the top of the lineup and Weller. As here comes the 1-0. That pitch is high for a ball. So it counts 2-0. Only base runner for Webb City was Sam Weller in the first. He is retired 6 straight by Allen, as that pitch is a ball as well, so the count 3-0. For Webb City, you want your leadoff runner to get on any way possible. So that pitch hits the outside corner. Counts 3-1 as an umpire is giving Allen an inch or two on that outside because he has proven he can hit it. So if you're Webb City, you're going to have to start swinging at that pitch, because he has consistently hit that outside corner as that pitch is high for ball 4. So that is the first base runner for Webb City since Sam Weller reached to start the contest. As Cohen Epler will come to the plate. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Mason Williams. And that's going to be Andrew Elwell. So we'll see if he tries to get to second here at some point. Weller was able to, he was trying to steal second, but reached on a fielder's choice and then stole third. So we'll see if Elwell is off at some point. That is what Allen is thinking as he throws behind the runner. Weller had his attention there for a while. We'll see if Elwell keeps his attention as well, as that pitch is high for a ball. Count 1-0. Webb City finally able to put a 0 on the scoreboard in the top half of the inning. See if they can put a crooked number up in their half of the inning. As Epler takes a called strike, so the count is 1-1. Like we mentioned, there's been 4 different innings this year that they've scored 6+ runs in an inning. So this is an explosive Webb City offense. Or at least it can be. So here comes the 1-1, and that pitch is high. Count 2-1. It seems like right now he's having trouble. Allen is locating his fastball. His breaking ball he's able to locate, but his fastball he's having a little bit more problems with. So that pitch is in the dirt, and the count now 3-1. He had 5 straight strikeouts, 2 to end the first, and struck out the side in the second. But he walked the first batter here in the bottom of the third, and now walked the second batter as well. So back-to-back walks The runners at first and second for Sam Weller, who has the lone hit here for Webb City, and now the entire infield going to come in and talk to Allen.
Second baseman, Sam Weller.
Download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are presented by the Webb City Booster Club, sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. And Weller, you could potentially have him bunt, and it could be for a base hit more than bunting to move runners over. First baseman playing in on the grass, expecting a bunt. Third baseman also in. I think if you bunt, you're trying to push it towards third, as counts 1-0. First baseman in a couple steps on the grass. So is the third baseman, as that one spoiled foul to the screen. Count 1-1. So those corner infielders are playing for a bunt, but at least so far, Epler has not even shown it. 1-1 the count on Weller. So he has not stepped in the box yet, and now he does. So here comes the 1-1. That pitch is lofted foul, out of play. Count now 1-2. They're not holding on the runner at first either, so Epler can get a little bit of a bigger lead. They were playing in front of him. Now they're going to play behind him. So you got to watch a pickoff throw behind you as Weller able to hold off on his swing to make it 2-2 as the pitch is low. Still nobody out here in the inning. Epler looking to make sure Flom doesn't come in behind him. So that 2-2 pitch is outside. The count now full at 3-2. Do you risk sending the runners here with nobody out? Only if you trust Weller to make contact, and that's high for ball 4. So all of a sudden, Allen can't find the strike zone, and the bases are loaded for Drew Vonderhaar, who hit into, it was an 1 out, but it was a 4-6-3 putout. So the pitching coach is going to come out and talk to John Hersey. John Hersey going to talk to Allen. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball here on KNEO. So Drew Vonderhaar will come to the plate. He gave up those 6 runs. He would love to get 3 or 4 of them back in one swing, as they're playing first and third in. So that first pitch is inside for a ball, so the count's 1-0. The first baseman, Flom, is in at the cut of the grass. So is the third baseman. So they will probably come home. 1-0 pitch is low. Counts 2-0. So those two are playing in at the cut of the grass, trying to cut off the run at home. The middle infielders are trying to spin 2. Up the middle, they'll give up a run for 2 outs. So here comes the 2-0, and that's outside. And Allen really has not found the strike zone here, and he has nowhere to put Vonderhaar. 3-0 the count. Nobody out here in the inning. After 5 straight strikeouts, he's had 3 straight walks. So Vonderhaar takes a called strike. Counts 3-1. He may take another pitch here. Make him throw 2 or 3 straight strikes. The 3-1 pitch is hit in the air to right center field, and the right fielder out there able to snag it. Everybody able to get back to their bags is Arvanitis out there in right field. It was kind of a sinking line drive, able to snag it out there for out number 1.
Number 42, Sean Hunt.
As Sean Hunt will come to the plate here for Webb City. It's again same thing, as that first pitch is in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. Now the first baseman is playing back, As that pitch is hit on a couple hops to second, only play to first, and he boots it. Throws to first, not in time. It's an error on the play that allows Hunt to get to first. It's an RBI regardless, though, because the run would have scored. And everybody advances on what would have been a fielder's choice. So one run comes in and scores. And the bases remain loaded with nobody out. As Shadrick Salazar comes to the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 0-1. His only play would have been at first base. That was a slow dribbler to Hickey that wasn't able to field it as that pitch is swung on and missed. So the count's 0-2. So Webb City has gotten one, but you would love for a more crooked number here. After having the bases loaded with nobody out, Salazar can't get the bat off his shoulders and takes a breaking ball for strike 3. So 2 outs now.
Designated hitter, Christian Brock.
Christian Brock will come to the plate. That first pitch is high and outside for a ball. It counts 1-0. All of a sudden, Allen is 1 out away from getting out of this with only 1 run. That pitch is low for a ball, so the count's 2-0. So Allen takes a deep breath. Here comes the 2-0, and that pitch is high. And Allen has nowhere to put him. 3-0 the count. So here comes the 3-0. That hits the outside corner. Counts 3-1 as Brock was taking the entire way. See if he takes on this one. As here comes the 3-1. That's low for ball 4. So an RBI walk there by Brock allows a run to come in and score, and everybody advances an extra base.
The right fielder, Brett Korth.
As Brett Korth will come to the plate now. As Allen has had a hard time finding the strike zone. That's his 4th walk of the inning. As the shortstop is going to talk, and now the catcher going to talk as well to Allen as the count's 1-0 on Korth. As this has been a long inning here for Allen. We said Webb City 2 runs in, courtesy of no base hits. A lot of walks and an error. As apparently Allen and Krexu can't get on the same page. So Krexu goes out and talks to him for a minute. 1-0 the count. As now they get on the same page. Here comes the 1-0. Foul tipped back to the screen like it went off the catcher, Krexu. Maybe the umpire. The count's 1-1. 2 outs here in the inning. A base hit would score at least 2 as that breaking ball stays high. And the count 2-1. 8th batter here in the inning for Webb City, but only been able to score 2 runs so far. As here comes the 2-1. And I think he offered at it. Well, they're not going to check it. They want to check and see if he swung, and he did not. So it's 3-1. The coaches were screaming at him to check it. It looked like he might have went, but the field umpire said he did not. 3-1 the count. And that's in there for a strike. Count 3-2, and now everybody will be in motion. As over at first base, Brock can get a running head start. Everybody can. If you can find a gap, you can get a couple runs in, and that's high for ball 4. So Korth walks. It's the 5th walk of the inning. And another run comes in and scores. 3 runs in the inning. The ball has not been out of the infield yet. Luke Beverlin will come to the plate. So he takes a ball, so the count's 1-0. This is the 9th batter to bat in the inning. 5 walks and an error. 3 runs in, and they only have 1 base hit as that curveball breaks over the plate for a strike, so the count's 3-1. Talked about wanting to put up a crooked number. They've got 3 runs in so far, as Beverlin takes a called strike and the count 1-2. No base hits here in the inning. Beverlin gonna have to battle here. 1-2 the count. So here comes the 1-2. That breaking ball stays high. So that seems to be the pitch that Allen has more control over. So counts 2-2. So here comes the 2-2. That pitch is spoiled foul, back to the screen, as Beverlin keeps himself alive here. If you can get back to Williams, Webb City would have batted around here in the inning. So here comes another 2-2, and that's high. He's able to resist the high heat. The count's full, and everybody's in motion. So here comes the full count pitch from Allen, and he steps off. Trying to catch somebody napping potentially, as diving back into second was Sean Hunt. 3-2 pitch is not offered at, and that's ball 4. Another run comes in and scores here for Webb City. 4 runs in the inning. Nothing has left the infield, and they get Mason Williams back to the plate. And you have to think somebody is warming up in the bullpen for John Hersey. So here comes the first pitch to Williams as he swings and misses at it. So the count's 0-1. He walked to start the inning. It's gone walk, 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 fly out, error, strikeout, walk, walk, walk. 0-1 the count. That pitch he yanks, but a nice block by Krexu, and the count's 1-1. That pitch was in the left-handed batter's box. I would have to think this is Allen's last batter. So here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Count 1-2. 1-2 the count here on Williams. So here comes the 1-2. That's low. Counts 2-2. Webb City has got their crooked number, but a base hit would probably tie the game. So here comes the 2-2. And that's high, and the count's full at 3-2, and everybody will be off on the pitch again. I think the bullpen is ready to go if he can't find strike 3. So here comes the full count pitch from Allen, and that's yanked for ball 4. 6 walks in the inning and an error has allowed 5 runs to come in for Webb City. And I think the manager is going to come out and make a pitching change. This has been an inning to forget for Allen as the manager comes out, and I think this is his second visit, so I would have to believe that a change is coming, as we will wait and see who comes in, and it's going to be, it looks like, number 13. He's the one that's ready, and he will be the one that comes in, as that will be Riley Blackwell will come in on the mound here for John Hersey. We'll go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. Come back and reset things here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
He's responsible for all three runners on the bases as well. So Epler to the plate. He walked his first time up in this inning. So that first pitch is a ball. So counts 1-0. Allen could not find the strike zone all of a sudden here in the third as that pitch is outside for a ball and the count's 2-0. Right now, all John Hersey is looking for is somebody that can throw strikes. 5 runs in the inning, and 4 of them are unearned. So that pitch hits the outside corner. So it counts 2-1. Epler taking the entire way. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1 from Blackwell, and that's a little too far outside, and the count now 3-1. Allen responsible for all 3 runners on the base paths. Those are his responsibility. As here comes the 3-1. That pitch is spoiled foul, so the count 3-2. And everybody will be off on the pitch. I talked about Webb City would love a crooked number, and they got it, but no base hits. It's not very often you see 5 runs and 1 base hit. 7 walks in the inning will help that, though. That pitch is nubbed to first. Going to be a tough play. Has to throw behind the pitcher who cannot field it, and the runner at first will be safe. It's an error on the play. I mean, that's a tough play for the pitcher, but I think you got to give the error to the pitcher there as everybody is safe. They got what they wanted in that play, as that would have got them out of the inning. As Sam Weller will come to the plate again, as that pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 0-1. Not very often you get somebody to bat twice in one inning. A 1 pitch is swung on and missed, so the count's 0-2. As Webb City has tied this game at 6, and they do not have a hit in the inning. As here comes the 0-2, and that breaking ball hits the inside corner for strike 3, and that will end the inning for Webb City. For Webb City, 6 runs, no hits, 2 errors, and they stand 3. We are tied at 6 after 3 here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Baseball card collecting can result in a great dividend. That's if you invest in the right cards. Often, their true value isn't realized until years later. So if you get rid of them too soon, you could be throwing treasure in the trash. We make the same mistake if we don't realize our worth and tend to throw ourselves away by making bad choices. But you are worth so much to Jesus. Learn why. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Blake Bernard coming to the plate here to lead things off for John Hersey in the inning as that first pitch hit on a couple hops to third. Vonderhaar, the strong throw to first, and that will be one pitch and one out. As now coming to the plate will be Brandon Flom. Flom reached on a walk in the second. He's also popped out to shortstop. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, and Snodgrass Collision Center all sponsoring the broadcast here today as that first pitch is in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. As here comes the 0-1. That breaking ball is swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Webb City got their crooked number. Not courtesy of any hits, though. Pyatt was able to shut down Hersey in the third inning. As that pitch is inside, the count's 1-2. See if he can settle things down here in the fourth as well. 1-2 the count on Flom. Pitch poked in the air, and it's going to get out of play. So the count 1-2 strikes. Pyatt waves off the sign and now gets a new one. Here comes the 1-2, and that breaking ball also inside. Count 2-2. Flom does love hanging, or I should say he likes hugging that inside corner. 2-2 pitch back up the middle. Epler able to field it, throws to first in time, and able to hold the bag is Hunt. It's a 6-3 putout. And there's 2 down now. As Charlie Arvanitis will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2. 1 for 2 on the day. Singleton scored in the first, struck out in the second. That first pitch popped up in the air, foul, and it's going to get out of play, so the count is 0-1. So far, 6 runs, 7 hits for John Hersey. Webb City has 6 runs off of 1 hit. Both starters are out, and neither of them will get a decision. So that pitch is high, so the count's 1-1. Vonderhaar went 2 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 base on balls, and 1 strikeout. Allen went 2 2/3 for John Hersey, only gave up 1 hit, but 6 runs as that pitch hit to second on a couple hops as Weller fields it. It's the first 1-2-3 inning for Webb City. We're through 3.5, tied at 6 here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized Arvest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. Arvest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Drew Vonderhaar to lead things off for Webb City here in the 4th as he takes a ball, so the count's 1-0. He's 0 for 2, grounded out and flown out. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike, so the count's 1-1. Riley Blackman begins his first full inning of work. Vonderhaar swings through it, so the count's 1-2. Jeremy Allen will not get a decision as here comes the 1-2 to Vonderhaar, and that's outside. So counts 2-2. Allen went 2 2/3, 1 hit, 6 runs, 1 earned, 7 base on balls, and 6 strikeouts. So both starters are done, and neither of them will factor in a decision. As Vonderhaar has a 3-2 pitch coming to him. That pitch poked up the middle on a hop. Meister throws to first in time. I think Vonderhaar wants to say the runner was off the bag, but the umpire had a pretty good look at it there. And now they're going to talk about it because the home plate umpire is going to wander over to the first base umpire. And if that's the case, it would be a throwing error on the shortstop. So they are going to call the runner safe. So they must have said the throw pulled him off, so that's an error, and it would have to be on the shortstop. Third error of the game here. And now the John Hersey coach, Wally Brownlee, going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire and say, how can you make that call when the field umpire is standing behind the bag? And you're standing behind the plate, how can you make that call? So he is not happy. Now the leadoff runner is on for Webb City, as Sean Hunt will come to the plate.
The first baseman, Sean Hunt.
Hunt reached on an error in the third and came around and scored. He's also struck out. So that first pitch is in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. So here comes the 0-1. That pitch is poked in the air to left center field and deep, and it's going to be caught out there in center field by Phillips, and Vonderhaar is going to be thrown out at first base, potentially, as he's somehow able to get all the way back. That was a nice diving catch out there in center field by Phillips, and somehow Vonderhaar able to get back. He was past the second base bag. A better throw probably would have been out, but he was able to get back. I think he was thinking of scoring because he was 3 steps past the second base bag. As Shadrach Salazar will come to the plate with 1 out now. He has struck out both times. So they throw back behind Vonderhaar. Allen was a righty, Blackwell a lefty, so have to get used to the different arm angle now, as well as pickoff moves. That ball is poked in the air to left field and deep, And that ball is up against the fence. Vonderhaar is going to be held at third. It is a double here for Salazar. And runners are at second and third. That is only the second hit of the ball game for Webb City. But you have runners in scoring position now.
The designated hitter, Christian Brock.
As Christian Brock will come to the plate. That is back-to-back balls that were hit hard by Hunt first and then Salazar. Brock comes to the plate. He's walked. He's also struck out. So here comes the first pitch to him, and that stays high and outside. This counts 1-0. Runners at second and third here for Webb City. So here comes the 1-0. That's in the dirt. Good block there by Krexu. And the count's 2-0. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, and Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. 2-0 the count here on Brock. So here comes the 2-0 from Blackwell. Swung on and missed. Brock had the green light, and he just missed it, so the count's 2-1. 1 out. Here comes the 2-1. That one also swung on and missed as Blackwell working that outside corner. 2-2 the count now here on Brock. As Blackwell worked it from 2-0 to 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. That pitch is fouled back to the screen, so Brock stays alive. So the count remains 2-2. Brock stepped out of the box and now steps back in. You'll get another 2-2 pitch. Here comes another 2-2 from Blackwell. And he swings and misses at it for strike 3, and Krexu came up with it, so no chance to try and advance to third on a drop third strike. Brett Korth will come to the plate. Also want to thank some of our sponsors, the Big Nickel, the Sub Shop Deli in Webb City, and Roderick Insurance Agency. As here comes the first pitch to Korth from Blackwell. That's outside. This counts 1-0. Webb City would love to get the go-ahead run in from third. Base hit would probably score 2. It's the 1-0. Hits the outside corner. So they count 1 ball and 1 strike. Webb City got all the way back in the third without a base hit. They hit a couple balls hard here in the inning, but nobody has been able to score as the count's 1-2 on Korth. As Blackwell has a couple strikeouts to his name. 1-2 hits the outside corner for strike 3, and Blackwell gets out of the inning. For Webb City, no runs, 1 base hit. There was an error, and they strand 2 through 4. We're tied at 6 here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to Him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Webb City Florist and Greenhouse, 1001 South Jefferson in Webb City, is a backer of Cardinal Athletics. Serving the Webb City, Joplin, and surrounding areas, Webb City Florist and Greenhouse offers flower bouquets for all occasions, including anniversaries, birthdays, and funerals. Open Monday through Saturday. For more information, their phone number is 417-673-3780 or online at webcityflorist.com.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Hits a dribbler to the first baseman, Hunt, who does not need any help on the first pitch, and that's one up and one down here in the top of the fifth as Will Hickey will come to the plate for John Hersey. Pyatt has definitely settled things down here for Webb City out of the bullpen, as here comes the first pitch, and that's over for a called strike. Counts 0-1. Hickey 1 for 2 on the day. He has singled and also grounded out. But Pyatt so far has not given any hits. 2 innings of that. Breaking ball breaks over the middle, or I should say the inside corner. Looked like it might hit Hickey and then breaks over the inside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2. That pitch is low, so the count 1-2. Hickey has retired. Pyatt. 7 of the 8 batters he has faced. And he's retired 6 in a row. So that pitch is hit on a couple hops to shortstop. Epler throws to first in time for the putout. 6-3 putout, and there's 2 up and 2 down as Brady Clear will come to the plate.
Third baseman, Brady Clear.
And right now, Pyatt is working the ground balls, making his infielders work, which I'm sure they're happy to do. Clear 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out, and I think that hit him. So a hit by pitch. And Drew Phillips will come to the plate.
Drew Phillips.
I had my head down, so I didn't see what happened, but that's about the only thing that could happen was a hit by pitch. We'll see if Clore tries to get to second. So that first pitch is high and outside for a ball. So counts 1-0. He is 1 for 1. He has singled and also been hit by a pitch, and he is very active on the base pass, so you don't want him to get on base. So the 1-0 pitch is hit on a couple hops to Vonderhaar's long throw over, and the runner is safe. Runners will be at first and third, as I think it may have been safe anyways, but I think they gave him an error on the play because he did take an extra step there to try and get it. And now you get back to the top of the order and Chuck Meister. Meister 1 for 3 on the day. He singled to start the game, but he has flown out and grounded out since. So runners at first and third. See if Pyatt can bear down here and not allow any runs to come in. That ball is sliced foul. It counts 0-1. Two outs here in the inning. Talk about walks and errors or what will kill you. This time it might be a hit by pitch and an error. So breaking ball stays behind. Meister is taking second on the play as Phillips without a throw. I think they were going to let him have second base regardless. So runners at second and third now and a 1-1 count on Meister. So here comes the 1-1 from Pyatt. Long look at second. That pitch is spoiled foul. So the count now moves to 1-2. And Pyatt a strike away from getting out of this inning. We're nearing the top of the 6 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. 1-2 the count here on Meister. Comes the 1-2 from Pyatt. That's outside. It squirts by the catcher, and coming in to score on the wild pitch is Clear. And John Hersey regains the lead as Clear comes in and scores, and Phillips moves to third. Count now moves to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs still. The 2-2 pitch is poked in the air to left center field. Beverland going to try and grab it, and it's caught out there in left center. A diving catch by Salazar. They both dove for it, and Salazar comes up with it, and they both look okay. That could have been dangerous out there in center field, but Webb City survives, only giving up 1 run in the inning. No hits. There was an error. And John Hersey strands 1. We are through 4.5. It is now 7-6 John Hersey here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
As we're past the top of the 6 o'clock hour, you're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. Sub Shop Deli in Webb City has been serving the Webb City area for 41 years. Located at 328 South Hall in Webb City, the Sub Shop Deli offers menu items including a variety of subs, salads, and party trays. For call and ordering, the phone number is 673-8946. 7-8-9 due up for Webb City here in the bottom of the 5th as Luke Beverland takes a ball. So the count's 1-0. He's 0 for 1. He walked in the 3rd. And he struck out in the 2nd. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0. That's outside, so the count 2-0. Webb City only gave up 1 run there in the top half of the inning. They'd love to get it back. That pitch is low, and the count's 3-0. Allen was cruising through 2 innings, and then he couldn't find the strike zone in the 3rd. Blackwell has kind of done the same in his inning in a 3rd as that pitch is over for a strike. Webb City did hit the ball hard against them in the 4th, but wasn't able to score as they stranded runners at 2nd and 3rd. As Beverland swings through that one, so the count's full at 3-2. 7-8-9 for Webb City. If anybody reaches, you can get back to the top of the order. Sam Weller, as Beverland takes a ball, counts 1-0. Excuse me, he walks. So the leadoff runner is on for Mason Williams. Williams batted twice in the 3rd, and he walked both times. So no official at-bat for him. Not very often you see a line like that. He bats twice in 1 inning and does not have an official AB. So here comes the first pitch, and they're going to step off as Williams squared to bunt. He was showing it early. Showing it early again. And he takes a called strike. His charging in from third was Scholl. Excuse me, wrong team, was Klur. Williams takes a called strike, so the count's 0-1. Showing it again, and he bunts it. That's a beautiful bunt. First pitcher's only play was to first. It's a 1-3 put out, but that was an excellent bunt there by Mason Williams. Advances the runner to second on the sacrifice bunt, as Epler will come to the plate here for Webb City. So a runner in scoring position.
The shortstop, Cohen Epler.
As Epler try and drive the run in and get back to the top of the order as well. Try and tie this game at 7. That ball is lifted in the air, foul, and it's going to sneak out of place. The count's 0-1. Epler 0 for 1. He reached on an error in the third. He also walked in the third. There have been 8 walks in the game and 3 errors on John Hersey. John Hersey has only given up 2 hits in the game. So that pitch is a ball. So counts 1-1. But they've been hurt by 8 walks and 3 errors. Given up 6 runs. Only 1 of them is earned. So that ball is dribbled down the third base line, foul. It's count 1-2 here on Epler. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the fifth for John Hersey, 6 in the third for Webb City, and all 6 of those did not come courtesy of any hits to tie the game. Here comes the 1-2. That's outside, and the count now 2-2. Just outside by Blackwell. 2-2 the count here on Epler. And stepping off is Blackwell because I think he and Krexu were not on the same page. So they're going to go out and talk about what 2-2 pitch they want to make. And they now have that conversation done. And so Epler will step back in and see a 2-2. As here comes that 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Also might have been low as well. And the count now full at 3-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. As here comes a long look in by Blackwell. He didn't like the sign and is pointing to Krexu and saying, "That's on me." As he finally gets a sign he likes. Here comes a 3-2. That's swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs now, but you get back to the top of the order and Sam Weller.
Second baseman Sam Weller.
Weller 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and struck out looking. It's the 4th strikeout of the game for Blackwell. Weller at the plate. Tying run at second base. Here comes the first pitch. That's outside for a ball. So counts 1-0. Still a long ways to go in this one with a 7-6 score. So here comes the 1-0, and that pitch is hit towards the Hersey dugout. And the count 1-1. Some of the coaches ducking out of the way there. Only the coaches are allowed in front of the fence, and they went scattering for their lives. 1-1 the count here on Weller. As Blackwell looks for a sign. Long look in again. So here comes the 1-1. That breaking ball is swung on and missed, and the count 1-2. You'd have to think either this inning or potentially the next inning would be Webb City's best opportunities because you get to the heart of the order. Heart of the order hit Blackwell the hardest as that pitch is low for a ball, taking off towards third, and getting to third without a throw on the wild pitch is Beverland. It snuck just enough away from Krexu to allow Beverland to get to third. 2-2 the count here on Weller. 2 outs here in the fifth. Comes the 2-2. That pitch is hit on a couple hops to first. Flom is going to field it himself for the final out of the inning. For Webb City, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 1 through 5. 7-6 John Hersey on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And we welcome you back as Diego Garcia will lead things off here for John Hersey. We're trying to see if that's a new pitcher out there. It is. I think that's number 23 for Webb City, which if that was the case, that would be Peyton Marshall on the mound, as that pitch is high for a ball, so the count's 2-0. I believe that's Peyton Marshall out there. So Pyatt did a good job of settling things down, but he did give up the go-ahead run even though it was unearned. That pitch is a ball, so the count is that was fouled off, so the count is 2-1. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch is outside, and the count's 3-1 here on Garcia. 3 innings for Landon Pyatt. He gave up 1 run. It was unearned. Right now he's in line for the loss. That pitch is fouled towards the John Hersey dugout, and the count was now full at 3-2. Pyatt settled things down. He did not give up any hits either. He was, as that pitch is outside for ball 4, catcher able to grab it. Williams able to grab it before it goes anywhere. So a leadoff walk for Garcia as Brick Barnyard will come to the plate.
That designated hitter, Brick Barnyard.
So he'll come to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Have to see if there are some changes in the outfield at all. Try and get those to you here in a moment. As that ball is poked past the first baseman, runners will be at first and second. As it looks like Vonderhaar went to right field for Webb City. And coming back in to play third was Hunter Scholl. So first 2 batters have reached here against Marshall. as Brandon Flom will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. So they're expecting a bunt as Hunt at first is in on the grass. Take a pitch high and outside for a ball. The count is 1-0 on Flom. Want to thank some of our sponsors: Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Brock Sheet Metal, and Dairy Queen of Webb City. Want to know the count? So here comes the 1-0. Long look at second. 1-0 pitch is hit in the air to center field. Salazar in there at center, grabs it. Runner gonna fake a tag. And a nice job throwing it in by Salazar to keep Garcia at second base. Missed the cutoff, man. If they hit the cutoff, you potentially could have had the runner at second as Charlie Arvanitis comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3. 1 out here. If you're Webb City, you have to leave this at a 7-6 game right now, especially with the heart of the order due up in your half of the 6th. As Hunt and Salazar have the 2 hardest hit balls of the night. First pitch hit on a couple hops to the shortstop. He's able to tag the runner at third because the third baseman, Scholl, went for it as well. They're able to get the runner out at third. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Fielder's choice has the other 2 advancing. So the runners stay at first and second. Marcus Krexu will come to the plate, who's 0 for 3. And now the manager for John Hersey having a talk with the field umpire because he said he didn't tag him, and I'm guessing he asked his runner if he felt like he got tagged, and he said no. So a long talk here between Wally Brownlee and the field umpire. And he is still talking, and they're gonna bring him in, and we're gonna see if that would be an infield single potentially. I don't think the home plate umpire could overrule it, and the batter stays out. That's a tough one for the home plate umpire to overrule, especially on a tag play there. So it stays at 2 outs as Marcus Krexu will come to the plate. See, Williams kind of got himself, Marshall got himself into trouble. See if he can wiggle himself out of it. Oh, actually, the pitcher is Brett Korth, 22. I thought it was 23, but it was 22. Sometimes it's hard to see those numbers. So appreciate the help. So as Brett Korth is the one that got himself into some trouble. See if he can get himself out. So first pitch that pitch lined foul. It almost looked like it went through the netting. And that can be a dangerous play for some spectators over there. Counts 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 pitch from Korth after a long look. Comes the 0-1, and that breaking ball's in there for a strike. The count's 0-2. You'd love to leave those runners stranded at first and second. 0-2 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Webb City will have the heart of their order due up. You'd love for it to stay 7-6 going into that inning. So that pitch is spoiled foul, so the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And I think the umpire is out of baseballs. So they're trying to find a baseball that he can use. That's what the delay is here. As Korth finally gets a baseball. Count remains 0-2. And now, I believe that's Williams and Korth talking, and they're looking at the bench over there maybe to see what sign they want to use. because they may have had a little bit of a disagreement there on signs. 0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2 from Korth. Breaking ball hit on a couple hops to short. Epler going to go the short way to second base. It's a 6-4 put out, and that will end the inning. For John Hersey in the inning, no runs, one base hit, no errors, and they strand two. Through 5.5, 7-6 John Hersey. You're on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
When we're in danger, our first instinct is to flee, right? This instinct has saved many people, but the problem is we don't always recognize it. We all want that warning when we're in danger. And if you think about eternity, you start to see that God's Word, the Bible, is a warning to each of us. He tells us that every wrong thing we've ever done, no matter how big or small, puts us in eternal danger of being separated from God. But there's a way of escaping that. God provided His only Son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross and paid the penalty for all our disobedient acts. Then Jesus rose from the dead and lives forever in heaven and wants you to be there too. He offers forgiveness and a new life through a relationship with Him. To learn how to begin a relationship with Jesus and be saved from the danger of an eternity separated from God, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Drew Vonderhaar to lead things off here for Webb City in the sixth. This might be the inning if you're Webb City, as it's 2, 3, and 4 due up for them. Hunt and Salazar have the two hardest hit balls of the game. One was a double, another was a diving catch out there in left center field as Vonderhaar takes a called strike, so the count's 0-1. So here comes the 1-1, the 0-1 pitch, and that's a ball, so the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. Love for Vonderhaar to get on in front of Hunt and Salazar. That ball is in the air to center field, as drifting back is Phillips, and he grabs it for out number 1. Sean Hunt will come to the plate for Webb City. Since 1985, Brock Sheet Metal has been serving Webb City and the surrounding area, offering repair and replacement on all types of heat and air systems. Owned by Daryl and Karen Brock. Brock Sheet Metal, 417-673-2611. A backer of the Webb City Cardinals and KNEO. So that first pitch to Hunt is a ball, so the count's 1-0. He's 0 for 3, but I think he has the hardest hit ball of the game to left center field that Phillips made a diving catch on, as that one is poked in the air, foul down the right field line, out of play, and the count's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Hunt. Allen had the first 2 2/3 as that pitch is outside, so the count's 2-1. Allen had the first 2 2/3. Blackwell has come in. So far, I think it's 2 2/3 himself. So that pitch is outside, so the count now 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 the count. So here comes the 3-1. Swung on and missed. And the count's full at 3-2. Hunt and Salazar, anybody reaches Christian Brock would come to the plate. So here comes the full count pitch. That pitch is hit on the ground to second. Hickey throws to first in time for the putout. There's 2 up and 2 down as Salazar will come to the plate. He's 1 for 3. He hit one to deep left center his last time up, and now they're going to shade the center fielder Phillips over towards that left center spot. So here comes the first pitch to Salazar. The breaking ball's outside. So counts 1-0. So this is 3 innings right now for Blackwell. As that pitch is outside, counts 2-0. He'd have 3 1/3 if he can get through this part of if he can get this out. It's 2-0 the count here on Salazar. It's that 2-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner as Salazar was taking the entire way, so the count's 2-1. As here comes the 2-1. That pitch is hit on a hop to Hickey. Throws to first in time for the putout. A 1-2-3 for John Hersey. We are through 6 innings of play. It is 7-6 John Hersey here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Webb City Florist and Greenhouse, 1001 South Jefferson in Webb City, is a backer of Cardinal Athletics. Serving the Webb City, Joplin, and surrounding areas, Webb City Florist and Greenhouse offers flower bouquets for all occasions, including anniversaries, birthdays, and funerals. Open Monday through Saturday. For more information, their phone number is 417-673-3780 or online at webcityflorist.com.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Will Hickey leads things off here for John Hersey in the 7th. 7-8-9 for them as he has a 1-1 count on him. As Korth begins his 2nd inning of work here. So that pitch is swung on and missed. So the count now 1-2. Hickey is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Webb City will have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the 7th inning. That ball gets by Korth, but a nice play there at second base by Weller. Throws to first in time for the putout, and there's one down as Brady Clear will come to the plate.
Third baseman Brady Clear.
He is 0 for 2, but he was hit by a pitch and eventually scored what right now is the go-ahead run. That pitch is lifted in the air to right center field, and it's going to get down. Vonderhaar cuts it off, so it's just a 1-out single. But what that does, unless Webb City can get a double here on Drew Phillips, is the top of the order would get up at least one more time here in the 7th inning. Meister would get at least one more at-bat. Want to thank some of our sponsors, ExpressRx and Webb City Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. So here comes the first pitch to Phillips, and that's fouled out of play, so the count 0-1. Also want to thank ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Madison Pet Clinic, and Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. So 0-1 the count here on Phillips. Healthy lead by Clear. So that pitch is outside, so the count 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Go-ahead run was scored in the 5th off an error. As Pyatt settled things down for Webb City, he did not give up a hit, but gave up the unearned run. That's the go-ahead run. He unfortunately is in line for the loss. 1-2 the count here on Phillips. So here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball gets back over the plate for strike 3. as Phillips strikes out looking. That's the first time he did not reach base all night.
The shortstop, Chuck Meister.
Chuck Meister will come to the plate. Meister 1 for 4 on the day. You know you're having a good hitting day when your leadoff hitter gets to bat 5 times in one game. So they throw back behind Clear, who scampers back to the bag. Korth gets the sign he likes. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball is high to Meister, so the count's 1-0. 5, 6, and 7 will be due up for Webb City in the 7th. Brock, Korth, and Beverlin, unless there's any pinch hitters. Comes the 1-0. That's inside. This counts 2-0. If you're Korth, you're trying to leave this as a 7-6 game. 2-0 the count here on Meister. And that pitch is high and inside as Meister goes ducking out of the way. And the count will now move to 3 balls and no strikes. So here comes the 3-0, and that's high for ball 4. So a base on balls has runners at first and second.
Number 37, Diego Garcia.
For Diego Garcia. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He's also walked twice, so 3 of the 4 times he's been up to the plate, he has reached base. The one time he did not, he grounded out to shortstop. Big gap on that left side. So they accidentally throw behind Garcia. The count's 1-0. I think that breaking ball never broke as Garcia ducks out of the way. I think if you're Webb City, I'd be more concerned about the batter than holding the runner on because you got some big gaps up the middle. Or not up the middle, but more on the right and left side of the infield. That ball is fouled back to the screen, so the count's 1-1 on Garcia as he was late on that pitch. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the inning. Korth trying to leave this as a 7-6 ball game. Heading to the bottom of the 7th as that pitch is low for a ball. So the count now 2-1. Webb City is designated the home team on Thursday. They play Lakes, and that will be at Missouri Southern State University. Here comes the 2-1. That ball is a line drive to Epler, and that will end the inning. For John Hersey here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. They strand 2. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Webb City needs 1 to tie and 2 to walk it off. A 60-second break here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Well, what kind of a man or woman should you be if you're going to be used of God?
Billy Graham.
The man God uses will have a love for his brothers and sisters in the ministry. Jesus said, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, and that ye have love one to another. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you." And then secondly, we're to serve one another. Jesus said, "Whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be the servant of all." Our Lord washing the disciples' feet. We should be servants of one another. Thirdly, we're to be patient with each other. The servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men. Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5, be patient with each other.
Patience, service, love. These are the qualities of a true servant of God. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as Christian Brock leading off the inning. A low throw, and they say he was off the bag at first base as a diving effort there by Epler, or wrong team, by Meister. They said Florham was off the bag, so that's an E6 that allows the tying run coming to the plate, and the John Hersey coach is going to want the two umpires to meet and see if he was off the bag, as we're going to have a pinch hitter for Brett Korth, as it'll be Brody Eggleston coming to the plate for Korth. So the tying run will be at first base. As doing the splits over there at first was Florham, but they said he was off the bag. So Brody Eggleston will come in a big spot here for Webb City.
Now batting number 16, Brody Eggleston.
Nobody out. Brock at first. He doesn't have the greatest speed, so I don't think you have him try and steal second, especially with a left-hand pitcher there as well. Webb City Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the Cardinals and wants to wish them luck throughout the season. The Webb City Cardinals Chamber of Commerce, a proud supporter of the Webb City School District. That pitch was a ball. Counts 1-0. It looks like Eggleston is trying to advance the runner to second base. He squared around a bunt that time. So he's squaring again, and he bunts it foul. So the count's 1-1. Tying run at first is Brock. If you can get him to second, you wonder if you pinch run for him, because he could re-enter a game if it went to the 8th. He's the designated hitter anyways, so it'd be a while before he came back up. Is Eggleston going to talk to head coach Andrew Donig? Probably about the bunting situation, because he did not look comfortable that square around. 1-1 the count on him. He's going to square early, takes a pitch high, and the count's 2-1. If you can get the go-ahead run on at first, and the tying run at second, as Eggleston misses the bunt, and the count's 2-2. We'll see if they leave the bunt on with 2 strikes or if they take it off. 2-2 the count. Tying run is at first base. Go-ahead run with the winning run is at the plate. And that looks like that pitch hits the outside corner for strike 3. So Eggleston strikes out looking. And
number 11,
Luke Beverlin will come to the plate. John Hersey has somebody up in the bullpen just in case. So here comes the first pitch to Beverlin. That one popped up in the air. It's going to be a tough play out there. And it drops. They have a chance for a play at second base, and he is out at second base. It is a 4-6 put out. And Brock had to hesitate there because he wasn't sure that the ball was going to drop. And so he is out at second as Mason Williams will come to the plate. So he is the last hope here for Webb City.
The catcher, Mason Williams.
You can't blame Brock in that scenario because he didn't want to travel too far away from first base, because if they catch that, he could be picked off there. As time granted at the plate, Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, the NWANaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. As Williams takes a called strike, the count's 0-1. He has walked twice and had a sacrifice bunt, so technically no official at bat. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Count 0-2, and Webb City is down to their final strike. What would be their first loss of the season if they can't find a way for Williams to extend the game. As Williams steps out. Blackwell in line for the win. He has come in and settled things down nicely for Hersey. Pyatt would have a tough luck loss. That ball is swung on and missed, but it gets away from the catcher. The runner is going to stay at second. It's a drop third strike, but a wild pitch allows the runner to get to first, and the inning continue for Epler. Now we're going to have a pinch runner as Andrew Elwell, that's a courtesy runner, as Elwell will run for Williams. And Epler will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day, but he has reached base twice, once on a walk, once on an error. And now the entire infield is going to come in here for John Hersey. Download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Tying run at second base for Webb City. Winning run is at first base. And once again, they are somehow in this game, and they only have 2 hits on the night. 8 walks and 4 errors by John Hersey has helped them. Webb City had a 6 spot in the 3rd inning to tie it, but they gave up the go-ahead run in the 5th. That was unearned. But the tying run now at second for Epler. So he takes a ball, counts 1-0. If you can get Epler on, get back to the top of the order and Sam Weller. So he's just got to find a way on base. A base hit could potentially tie the game. 1-0 is outside. Counts 2-0. I think John Hersey had somebody up in the bullpen. They don't have anybody up now, but he might be warm. So we'll have to see if this might be Blackwell's final batter. He's worked 4 innings. That ball poked in the air to left field. The left fielder out there, Garcia, is going to field it to end the game. For Webb City, here in the bottom of the 7th, no runs, no hits. There was an error, and they strand 2 on the day. Webb City falls to 5-1 on the year. John Hersey improves to 3-2 on the year. We will go ahead and take a 90-second timeout. Come back with the post-game show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College after this quick 90-second break on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
But what kind of a man or woman should you be if you're going to be used of God?
Billy Graham.
The man God uses will have a love for his brothers and sisters in the ministry. Jesus said, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, and that ye have love one to another. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. And then secondly, we're to serve one another. Jesus said, whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be the servant of all. Our Lord washing the disciples' feet. We should be servants of one another. Thirdly, we're to be patient with each other. The servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men. Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5, be patient with each other.
Patience, service, love. These are the qualities of a true servant of God. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Balls and 6 strikeouts for Webb City. Drew Vonderhaar went the first 2 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 base on balls, and a strikeout. Landon Pyatt pitched extremely well, 3 innings, did not give up a hit, but did give up the game-winning run. It was unearned. And then Brett Korth came in for the final 2 innings of play. He gave up 2 hits and also walked 2. I think that will be one of the bigger things here for Webb City, is just the walks and errors on the day for Webb City. I believe they finished with 3, if not 4 errors. They finished with 3, and John Hersey finished with 4 errors on the day. Pyatt came in and pitched well because he only gave up 1 hit on the afternoon. Did not give up a hit on the afternoon, but he unfortunately takes the tough luck loss here this afternoon for Webb City as they fall here by the final score of 7-6. They did a good job of taking some pitches and trying to come back. We talked about some of those crooked numbers. They did have that crooked number there in the 6th inning. They scored 6 in the 3rd inning without courtesy of a base knock, but unfortunately gave up the go-ahead run in the 5th inning, as that was one of the 3 errors by Webb City. I'm sure that is some of the things that they will want to clean up here if you're Webb City. Just waiting for the head coach, Andrew Donig, to see if he will come up here as he is making his way up here this evening for an interview as Cardinals fall here. But Coach, a lot going on, but I think the big thing here for Webb City, Landon Pyatt came in and he really settled things down for you guys.
Yeah, great job by him. That's his first varsity outing. Put him in kind of a difficult spot, right there, but he needed kind of somebody to bridge the gap, so he did a great job.
And then also that 3rd inning, it seemed like Jeremy Allen was cruising along there, and he couldn't find the strike zone, and you guys did a good job of putting a crooked number on the board. And then there also was a couple plays out there that, you put the ball in play and they made some errors on it. So you made them field the ball and you're able to put a crooked number up to try and tie it.
Yeah, if you can put the ball in play and force the defense to make, the routine play every single time, at some point you're going to get your chance to get some extra outs. But, we probably got the benefit of a few calls there in that inning and gave us a chance to kind of get back in the game. But you ain't going to win a game with 2 hits very, very often. I'm sure you're going to lose about 99% of the time. Just the fact that we had even a remote chance to win that game's kind of an odd deal. So that's what I told him. I was like, 2 hits ain't going to win it. Striking out 12 times isn't going to win it. So, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really. I was very happy right now. Pretty unhappy and pretty upset about the fact that we struck out 12 times. Had pretty bad at bats at times today, but that's on me for not getting them ready yesterday, not getting ready to go. I'm not sure why we came out as flat as we did, but we'll have to find a way to regroup and be better on Thursday.
Thursday, you guys are the home team, but you play Lakes Community at Missouri Southern. It's the 2nd year of doing it at Missouri Southern as well. So just kind of the connections for you at Missouri Southern, try and get a game in there?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Their coach was a really, really good player at Missouri Southern. He's an All-American outfielder and he's a pitcher. So he's a great guy. So, any chance we get to play over there is kind of a fun deal, And so Coach Darnell's, helped us out playing over there. So it's a fun atmosphere for the kids. I know their kids enjoy it as well. So, it'll be fun to play somewhere else, but still kind of be a home game. So looking forward to just being able to get back out there and play another game.
And I'm sure, like you said, you're wanting to forget today's game, so probably eager to get out there and just, face another team. A lot of games this week. You had a game today, have a game Thursday, game Friday, 2 on Saturday. So just try and kind of flush this one out of the system and rebound on Thursday.
Yeah. If you don't flush this thing pretty quick, you're gonna get your teeth kicked in this weekend. So we're gonna go play 3 really good teams this weekend: Belton, Kearney, and Lee Summit North. And I can tell you that Kearney's not gonna give us any slack. So, we gotta find a way to get better. We gotta have some better at bats. We talked yesterday about gotta decrease our strikeouts, and maybe they misheard me, but. These are all great kids. They're going to do a great job. I know they're upset too, just the way I am. So they're going to rebound. They're going to do the right things between now and then. I got no doubt we'll rebound a little bit.
Well, we wish you guys the best of luck on Thursday, and we'll see you after the game Thursday at Missouri Southern.
Yeah, thank you.
As Webb City falls here this evening by the final score of 7-6, unfortunately for them, like they said, 7 runs, 9 hits given up, only 6 runs. And 2 hits for them. That will do it for us here this evening from Webb City. Adam Winkler will be back on Thursday afternoon as Webb City will be the home team. They face Lakes Community out at Missouri Southern State University. 4:30 first pitch from Missouri Southern. About 4:05 will be the pregame show for Missouri Southern. So for our studio producer, Luke Taylor, I'm Ben Walcott saying so long here from Webb City. Your final score, John Hersey 7 and Webb City 6. We will have Adventures in Odyssey for you at the top of the 7 o'clock hour here on KNEO. We thank you so much for listening to high school baseball here on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into